looks like the Republicans and Democrats are still in a stronghold of argument over when we will get our next stimulus check. So, you still need to smell good. So until that money comes, if money's a little tight for you, here are going to be 5 fragrances for the months of fall that won't break the bank. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? My name is Joshua, and this is our channel, ScentSense. To all the loyal subscribers who continue to watch each and every time my videos come out, to you fine folks, wherever it may be on this round rock we called Earth, I thank you so much. And to all you new folks who are a little bit maybe in limbo and you haven't been able to decide what you want to do, vote for the independent. ScentSense. We have your best interest at heart. Subscribe. That's right, man. Subscribing is free. It costs you nothing. Go ahead and subscribe, and while you're at it, click the notification bell. That way when my videos come out, you will be the very first to know. Before this video goes any further, pause, drop into the comment section below. Let me know what are some cheap fragrances that you will be rocking this fall, and that way you put it in the comment section before you got to the video, and that way you're not cheating, bro. That way I know how you really feel. All these fragrances can be had in some way, shape, or fashion for under $30. So that's the rule that I've set for myself. So let's jump right in. Starting off the list at number 5 is a fragrance that's a little bit of a cheat. What I mean by that is if you were to buy this fragrance on a regular boring day, you'll probably have to spend right around $40. But it's from Bath & Body Works. They're always having sales. And if you buy it with a coupon, you'll probably get it for like $30, or if you buy, I think it's like you buy 3, you get 3 free. You're essentially getting it for $20. So no matter what, you can get it somewhere between $30 and $20 for a 3.4 ounce bottle, which is plenty enough for you and anyone else. From the house of Bath & Body Works, at number 5, we have Bourbon. Bourbon is a lot like your own. This has an iris vibe to it. It does not have the note of iris in it, but I have to tell you, it smells a lot like the vibe you'll get from your own at a much, much cheaper price. Highlighted by notes of amber, oak, white pepper, this fragrance is a classy yet still cheap and easy on the wallet fragrance. If you need something that's gonna make you smell well put together and is not gonna give you the same vibe that you get from most of the offerings from Bath & Body Works, which either smell like something else or just smell like a fresh synthetic mess, check this one out. At number 5, from the house of Bath & Body Works, Bourbon. Number 4 is a fragrance that has not a whole lot to do with the months of fall, but I think in the cooler weather, this one really shines. It's probably intended to be worn in summer months. It's probably more of an all-around versatile fragrance, but I feel like every list, for no matter what season it should be, you should have at least one fragrance that's really versatile that you can wear for those warmer days that just sneak up on you, or those rainy days, or those days that just don't really fit the season you're in. And the fragrance that I'm gonna reach for at number 4 from the cheap category is Low Super Mejor d'Issey from Issey Miyake. Salt, woody notes, and sea notes. This fragrance is meant to smell like a fresh, invigorating, sea salty fragrance, but it kind of smells like a synthetic mess. But in a good way. This has this scratchy, kind of fuzzy smell to it, if you will. I can't take credit for putting this fragrance on the spot and letting people know about it, and I also can't take credit for the classification of a fuzzy fragrance. None other than Ashton from the channel ScentSense put this man on the map, and I have to say that he was definitely right about it. This one just really, really works, and it has a really cool vibe. Think of Office for Men on a budget. That's what this is. I really think this works all year round, super well in any occasion, and I think the cold nature of fall and the notes that this brings kind of will give it a smell of a cold metallic nature. I know that sounds weird, but it really, really works. So if you're looking for a versatile all-around fragrance that's under 30 bucks for the months of fall, check out Low Super Mejor d'Issey. At number 3 is a fragrance that you could call a sexy date night fragrance. This fragrance when released was like $90 or $100, And as with every other designer fragrance for the most part, they tend to drop in price. This can be had for super cheap from places like FragranceNet. From the house of Coach at number 3, Coach for Men Platinum. When this one's older brother came out, a lot of people said, oh man, Coach is just jumping in on that Dior Sauvage bandwagon. Well, this one, in my opinion, is a happy juxtaposition to the first one and a great escape from the first one. This is a sexier, more gourmandish, more oriental-leaning fragrance, and this one really, really works. Some of the notes I get from this are vanilla, leather, and black pepper. Now, vanilla is not known as one of the main notes, but it does offer credence in this fragrance, and you will smell it really, really well. It's a super suave, seductive, easy to wear fragrance that I think Coach did a really good job with. A couple cool things about the bottle. You got this little leather tag, which Coach is a leather company, by the way. They make bags and stuff like that. The sprayer is pretty decent, and if you want to lock it, you just kind of turn it sideways and it won't spray, so then you got to turn it back. Kind of a cool, unique thing if you want to travel with it. You know, most fragrance bottles have a cap, but this one doesn't. If you're looking for a sexy, seductive date night fragrance that won't break the bank, check out Coach for Men Platinum. Number 2 is a celebrity fragrance that is really slept on, not often talked about, and I feel like I'm one of the very few people who've actually mentioned this fragrance. I think it is a crime that more people don't talk about it because it is a cheap alternative to a very, very popular men's fragrance. The popular men's fragrance we're talking about is Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum, but this one is not that. This is number 2, which is Rihanna's Rogue Man. Some of the main players in this fragrance are amber, bergamot, black pepper. This is something that smells a whole lot like Dolce & Gabbana's The One. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I usually wear Dolce & Gabbana The One for those special occasions, like maybe me and the wife have been invited to go to a wedding, something of that nature. This really works for that. The best part about it is this bottle right here is only a 1 ounce, but you can get this bottle for $12. 12 bucks. You really can't beat that pricing. This is a good, cheap alternative to Dolce & Gabbana The One. And for you people who don't know a lot about Dolce & Gabbana The One, maybe you don't, Dolce & Gabbana The One is a smooth, creamy, well put together, mature, refined, awesome, what I like to call special occasion fragrance. This will work at date night. This will work in those special times of maybe you're meeting somebody for the first time. This is a snuggle fragrance. I think this works really, really well. It doesn't lack in longevity. It doesn't lack in projection. It's pretty much just as strong as Dolce & Gabbana The One's Eau de Parfum, maybe even a little bit stronger and more long lasting. And for a cost of 12 bucks, you can spray and spray and it won't be a waste. Coming in at number 2 as a sleeper fragrance in my fall cheapies list, Rihanna's Rogue Man. I find myself much more dedicated to the originator of a fragrance line, and now that this one has a flanker, I'm even more dedicated to it because a new flanker that everyone's loving so much right now is just another copy of Creed Aventus from what I understand. So let's lend credence to the one that came first and in my opinion is much more original and just better. From the house of Banana Republic, Black Walnut. This fragrance only has 3 notes: cognac, tobacco, and cedar. This is a gentleman's fragrance. This is a mature fragrance. This is something that's going to highlight in you a masculinity and a refined gentleman that's buried deep within for a super cheap price. I've been amping this fragrance for the longest time. I'm one of the very few people that mention it. I think if you can get your hands on this sucker, you should. I think everyone who's into tobacco and cognac fragrances should own this. And this can be had, like I said, for less than $30. So it's a no-brainer. If this was in a different bottle for a different brand, we would all be singing its praises. If this was released by Dior or any other fragrance line in its private blend line, everyone would be ranting and raving about this. But alas, it's Banana Republic, and they've released another one called Black Walnut. special or reserve or whatever it's called, and it smells like a Ventus. It smells nothing like this, so sad panda. Anyway, if you're looking for something that's cheap in the months of fall that's really gonna shine and set you apart, smell original, and be fantastic for a super cheap price, at our #1 spot, Black Walnut by Banana Republic. All right, everybody, that about does it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've made it to this point in the video, well, that means either you're a glutton for punishment or you enjoyed what you watched. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. What are some fragrances that you'll be wearing in the months of fall that are cheap? Or what are some fragrances you'll be wearing in the months of fall just because it's the month of fall? While you're at it, go ahead and comment, like, share, subscribe. Do all those things that help us grow and help other people know that we welcome them. Thank you so much again for stopping by. And as always, and most importantly, I'll smell each and every one of you later. Peace.